Well, it's the biggest international story of the day. Will UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson survive as the PM of the country? Now, if we were up to him, he has refused to quit as Britain's Prime Minister, this despite of a flurry of resignations from his cabinet. Now, to put it simply here, it would be detrimental to his scandal-hit government. Over 24 lawmakers have tendered their resignations in the last 24 hours. In the latest, former Housing Secretary Robert Jenrick has submitted a letter of no confidence. Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who has recently survived a trust vote by a narrow margin, admitted he had been told about the complaint against MP Chris Pincher, who was accused of sexual assault, and that he had made a quote-unquote bad mistake by not acting on it. The controversial Tory MP Chris Pincher was suspended only last week. The latest scandal for Boris Johnson comes just after Partygate scandal, where Johnson and other officials partied despite COVID lockdowns.
The important thing here to note is that there is this slow hemorrhage of MPs from the Conservative Party. And if people are resigning from the cabinet, if people are resigning from the party, then we are looking at serious trouble. Because at this point, all these people are really resigning for two reasons. One, they are fed up of a series of scandals. You have parties during COVID, you have parties just after Prince Philip has passed away, then you do all kinds of strange things, like, for instance, as with Rishi Sunak, his wife's tax records suddenly become public. Then, of course, this recent case of sexual predatory. All these things have really made trouble for the Conservatives. Now, people are not only fed up within the Conservative Party, but the people are fed up. If you've seen the recent results in the North, where the Conservatives had taken a lot of seats that were Labour Party seats for years and years, the Labour Party is getting them back. And in the South, places like Sussex and Kent and Devonshire, all those places which were strongly Conservative, we find that the Liberals are getting these seats, which basically means people who have voted for Conservatives for years and years have suddenly said, okay, we can't vote for Boris Johnson's party anymore. We can't vote for the Conservatives. We have to have an alternative, and the Liberals are becoming an alternative. If this is how things are, then the general election is less than a year away. So there is a fear that the Conservative Party will get wiped out. Now, people are resigning strictly because of that, because they feel that then there is a need for a new leader. That's all there is.
Which apparently he knew that this guy was a groper in nightclubs and things like that, and yet he appointed him, and then people complained, things like that. So anyway, that was probably at the end of a long list of such boo-boos that Bojo has been doing, and I think he's in a very bad pickle. I think a pickle in which there is a lot of, I think, oil and masala. And then...
Yes.
Because I really don't think how he's got himself into it. He's not unintelligent. He's a smart guy. Nobody who is unintelligent gets to the top of the heap in any party in anywhere in the world, particularly a democracy. Clearly, he has qualities, but I don't know why he's wasted on these kind of things that he has done, apart from partying during COVID restrictions and all kinds of things. I think there is a bit of I don't know how to describe him. I think he has a bit of a maverick in him, where he does not sort of care too much about the law, and he wants to live the way he wants to live. So I think he's facing a revolt, I think, in his own party, and this revolt may sort of what shall I say, catch on and ultimately lead to his unseating. The no confidence vote already showed that a large chunk of his MPs, Conservative MPs, did not support him. So I think he's in a pickle, as I say, and he may face more trouble in the coming weeks and months,
Yes.
and may finally have to be the party may finally have to tell him, "Look, step down. We will select a new leader."